Hey everyone, it's Tom Karadza with another Rockstarman, and today we have 3 student rental property tips for you. Tip number 1 is the lease itself. If you have a student rental property with 5 or 6 bedrooms in it, we're always signing one lease. We are never signing one lease per student. So it's not 5 or 6 leases if we're renting it out to 5 or 6 students. We have one lease for the house with the complete payment for the house listed on that lease, and all the students are listed as tenants on that one single lease. That's the best way for a slew of reasons. Some of them just the way you would interact with the tenant board if you ever have to go there, which you hardly ever do with student rental properties, but it's just nice to have one lease representing the whole house. When you go to get insurance for the property, you can just have one lease for the property, and you're gonna wanna get student rental insurance. Just one lease makes it all nice and tidy. It's the easiest to manage, and it's not considered a boarding house or a rooming house in that way. You have one lease with everybody listed on it. It's totally the way to go. The second thing is the length of time of the lease. We usually will try to sign leases for 12 months at a time. So we're not going to sign 6-month leases or 8-month leases that cover the school year. We're going to try and go for 12-month leases, and we're really good at getting that, I would say, over 90% of the time. And the way we get that is we don't wait until the end of a lease to go and look for new students. So for example, if the school year is going to end on April 30th, we will sign new leases from May 1st to April 30th. And we will start looking for new tenants in about November, December, early January, leading up to that April 30th expiration of the lease. So right now it's November. If the lease is going to expire in April 30th, and we have that kind of situation coming up on a student rental house of ours, we will reach out to the students now, so like in late November, early December timeframe, asking them if they're ready to commit for next year, so next May to the following April 30th. And that's the way we get people to lock up houses at 12 months at a time. So it's by doing it well in advance. If we're ever caught in a situation, and this has happened to us over the years at a York University student rental property, I got caught like this a few times, where I'm kind of scrambling to fill a property because I have some unexpected vacancies or something like that, and I'm trying to sign people from September for a 12-month lease. It's really difficult. But when you sign it from May 1st to April 30th, it works out really well. You just have to do that well in advance. The third tip is around the utilities on the property. Now, typically, you're not going to get the students to cover the utilities, but most of the time we are able to for ourselves personally in our student rental properties, and we love it. So we just explain to the students that, it's in their best interest to control the costs of the house, that one of the students takes the lead, puts the utilities in their name, collects money from all the other students, and they handle the utilities. It builds their credit, it gives them some responsibility, and it prevents us from feeling a little frustrated when we drive by the house in the middle of winter and all the lights are on and the windows are open and we know the heat's on full blast. As soon as students are taking care of the utilities themselves, all those kind of issues magically disappear. So utilities, whenever possible, and it's not always the case, but whenever possible, we get the students to put the utilities in their own names, and it's something we've done for years now. So those are 3 student rental tips. Hopefully you find those useful. Until next time, your life, your terms.